Good morning, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to episode 13 of season 3 of Be With Me. We're going to talk about something today that is on page 1481 of my Bible. And essentially, I'll make the point here that I was touched by this, is that the entire Bible has been waiting for this moment. It is a critical element. It's a watershed moment of all the things that have happened before this. And in practical, day-to-day, how do I live? How do you live? If this didn't happen, it would all be for naught, or maybe I'm exaggerating. But here you go. Listen to this. The title of this is that, so we're at the Last Supper. Jesus is having all this intense bad news. And then he said, the title of this is Jesus Promises the Holy Spirit. Verse 15 of John chapter 14. If you love me, you will keep my commandments. And I will ask the Father, and he will give you another helper to be with you forever. Sounds like this podcast title, to be with you forever. Verse 17, even the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive because it neither sees him nor knows him. You know him, for he dwells with you and will be in you. I will not leave you as orphans. I will come to you. So Jesus is talking about the third person of the Trinity who's been around but been veiled and been a shadow, if you will. He's been sort of waiting in the wings, I guess, a little bit. And now is going to come full force into the reality of Christianity. And we've been waiting for this teaching. The whole Bible, 1,481 pages before this, has been waiting for this teaching. And more importantly, in just a few more pages down in the Bible, the reality of this indwelling Spirit is going to come full force. So this is something that the prophets have longed to look for thousands, literally thousands of years. The people of the Bible, the people of God, have been waiting to this. So let's just talk about what kind of icing on the cake is promised here. I did this in my mind by not being negatives. Okay, so listen. So it's called this a helper, an advocate. So we find out that it's not temporary. What is this person of the Trinity? It's not temporary. This is a permanent, forever thing. It's a forever relationship. The Spirit is not silent. He's leading us into truth. It's a Spirit that's not opposed to us. In other words, we're family. We're not orphans anymore. It's a Spirit that is not unhelpful. In fact, his name with the capital H is Helper. It's not unwise. The Spirit is a counselor, a helper in that sort of a way. The Spirit is not for you. It is indwelling, family, familial, intimate. It's not universal. He says that some people are going to get this. The world cannot receive this because it neither sees him nor knows him. But you know him, for he dwells with you and will be with you. So there's a no part about this, is that the world gets a no, but you get a yes. Then there's this reality, not unseen. I know the Spirit is invisible, but there's supposed to be a reality of the Spirit. And it's not unknown Spirit, it's a known Spirit. And not out there, it will be in you. We'll talk about that in a second too. And not homeless, for he dwells in you. So where does the Spirit live? Lives in you. And we, again, not orphans, we're family. We're not isolated, we're connected, and we're not alone. I will come to you. Let me just read it again. I will ask the Father, so it comes from Jesus. He will give you another helper to be with you forever, even the Spirit of truth whom the world cannot receive, because it neither sees him nor knows him. You know him, for he dwells with you and will be in you. I will not leave you as orphans. I will come to you. So Page 1481 of my Bible is where this great announcement happens. It's described further, but before this, it's extremely veiled. In the Judges, it says that some of the people back then, so this would be like 1300 BC, they were clothed by the Spirit. The Spirit of the Lord was upon them. The Spirit rushed upon them. But all those descriptions, at least all the ones that I could find in the book of Judges, were external, that the Spirit kind of wrapped on like a cloak, but then sometimes would actually leave. And we know that David had the Holy Spirit. Acts 4:25 says that David said by the Holy Spirit, that the Holy Spirit was active in his life, and that the Holy Spirit spoke by the mouth of David, and that David, in the Holy Spirit, did certain things. So David is a good example of the Holy Spirit's activity in the Old Testament. But basically, the concept of the Holy Spirit is few and far between in the Old Testament, at least not in this way, this described way, this indwelling way, this personal way, this helpful way, this knowable way, and especially this indwelling way. This is all new. This is a new spirit that he's putting within us. And the response I'm getting today from my heart is, finally, in this year 33 AD, we have been waiting for this in the family of God, if you will, forever, thousands of years. And what do we get? That we get that the Spirit will be in you, that the Spirit will be with you forever. Finally, I'm so glad. Welcome home, Spirit. Welcome to my life. Welcome to this podcast. Welcome to my listener's life. Thank you for being with us. Be with me. Thanks for listening. I'll see you tomorrow.